Hi, Rosemary.
Hi.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thanks for coming by.
Thank you for inviting me.
You know, I every time I'm in my home and chilling in my quiet zone, I have all these thoughts in my head. And I was thinking about our journey. And our journey, I mean women. Women in the entertainment business, women in the media business, women in the movie industry. And I was thinking about how interesting our journey is,
Yeah.
for the most part, to the top. Because we're women. Because we're women, our challenges are different. We're judged differently. And sometimes it's not even fair. But first of all, tell me a little about yourself.
Yeah. So my name is Rosemary Atim.
Yeah.
I turned 27 last weekend.
Ooh,
Yeah.
happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm a professional dancer, choreographer, businesswoman. I have a small business. Yeah, basically that. I'm an artist, really.
Yeah. You're an entertainer.
Yeah, I graduated in a BA dance from Macquarie University in 2017. I have a beauty salon called Mirrors Salon. It's in Intinda. Then I have an online shop. I partner with a friend of mine who's also again my dance mate called VC. I'm also attached to a dance company called Taboo Flow Dance Company, and then I also am attached to another little company called Rosemary Atim, which is an all-female crew. But Taboo Flow is more unisex. Yeah.
That's a big profile. You seem to do a lot.
Yeah.
How do you do all that? How do you manage?
Because I think I manage quite well, because I think I'm enjoying everything I'm doing. You know, the salon is all about hair, nails. So, you know,
Aren't you required to be there like all the time?
Yeah, of course, definitely. But then again, with the salon, I'm working hand in hand with my sister.
Yeah.
And she's a head stylist, self-taught from YouTube. I know, it's crazy. So she's always inventing different stuff, and then I'm always on the social media because of the following.
Yes.
So I try to pull people, and then as soon as I bring them to the salon, she's the one that makes the magic.
That does the magic.
So we kind of support each other in that. And also my mom helps really. Like if I'm not around, she's always there supervising, like making sure people are in place. Because you know, when you have like a motherly figure, there's no way that even the employees like kind of respect that kind of, you know.
True.
So she kind of like puts an umbrella on everything.
Yeah. Actually, when you speak of your mom, that reminds me, for me, my mom has played a big role in my career. Like, there's so many things I wouldn't have managed to do if my mother wasn't around. Like, there's so many times I have to call her, and you know how they are.
Yeah.
You call her, no matter what she's doing, she will put it aside. And
True.
moms are special. So she would come home and, you know, stay at my house for, even if I'm traveling for like 3 months, she will stay there, run things for me until I come back. So moms are actually helpful in our
moms are
career. What are the challenges you faced on your way to being a successful entertainer as a woman? Anything that stands out for you that really challenged you as a woman and reminded you that, wow, it's not easy as a woman in this business?
Yeah, I think overall the misconception and the ideology of dance as a profession in society.
Yes.
So people don't accept it, you know, they think that maybe you're forging a way through life. Yet it's real. We put in hard work. You've seen we study it. And then I think I'll take it back to the crew that I'm in. Before we created Rosemary Atim, it's an all-male dominated crew.
Yeah.
Taboo Flow. Okay, they are my brothers, really. I'm not like hating and stuff. I'm just saying. Like you find when we were creating, or when we have events to perform, or we have to create certain choreographies, you find that it's them to choreograph. And then you find that the choreography is really tough and they think you can't do it, so they don't give you a chance. They're like, okay, as we shall go down, you'll stand up. So when we are down, you'll just like wave your hands, and then when we come up, you
and
join us.
And be pretty, and we'll lift you.
And yet, I mean, I also want to go down, and they're like, no, it's okay, don't bother. Just stay up, wave your hands, and then when we are up, we continue the choreography.
Yes.
You know, such, you know.
So it's the idea that she's
like
a woman,
we are weak.
She cannot do what we're doing.
Exactly.
Which in many times they're wrong, right?
True.
So if there's a girl out there and she wants to be Rosemary, she's watching you maybe in music videos, she's seen you on stage and she says, I want to be her. What do you want to tell her? The good thing and the bad. what should she expect, and how should she handle it when she's faced with these challenges?
I think, first of all, she needs to be very, very patient. Very patient, very humble, because you don't know who you're going to meet along the way.
Yeah.
She has to be innovative and work so hard. She has to, first of all, embrace the technique, because you see, in dance, most people are forging, and there is what they call mainstream, and then, you know, like mainstream is commercial, you know, like the shaku, you know, those things that, you know, that are like just like, you know, very catchy. But, you know, it's nice to learn technique, like the hip hop technique, contemporary. Traditional African dances have technique. You cannot forge, because they've been passed on from generation to generation. So you go back and learn from the roots. When you get the basics, you can now fuse in your own style to make it you.
That is very familiar. Sorry to cut you short, because
no, it's okay.
Because I was in Namasagali, and dance was, you know, a part of, and I was in dance class, and they taught us that stuff. The dance technique in its own. If someone is playing music and they switch from hip hop to dance hall to, you must be able to switch with it. And if you're doing a move, it has to be, if it's a move, it should be a move and not, you know,
fully expressed.
And sometimes I see that actually with dancers here sometimes.
They do have half. They need to go all the way.
Exactly. So what plans do you have in the next couple of years as Rosemary?
I'm going to go back to school.
Okay.
Because I want to do a business course, a short business course in marketing.
Okay.
Mostly digital marketing, because as you know, social media right now is really like in thing. Then I want to master in my I'd like to do a master's in dance, because I'd like to teach.
I was just about to ask you, do you intend
because
to
I
do
won't
that?
be dancing forever, you know, because the body will be. So I'd like to creative direct and teach in higher institutions. I've done my research, and you cannot teach, like, for example, you can't teach like at the university without a master's degree, you know. Bachelor's is a bit, So I'd like to upgrade, because you know, for the future.
Final question. As women in general, how do you think we can help each other in the industry to succeed?
I think advising each other, being, so, you know, sometimes even if you say hello, like, because you know, sometimes you are at a gathering or something, and then you look at each other, and maybe you're like, she has, okay, that wig is nice, but really,
whatever.
Exactly.
I know.
I'm not even going to look at her, because if I give her attention, she's going to think like I want to be like her, and I don't want to be like her.
Yeah.
But if like you know, you're like, hi, you know, that courtesy of, you know, just
support.
It starts from there, because then she's like, oh my God, she came to me, or like, oh yeah, I have to return the favor as well. You know, that not that kind of pride, like, and no, I'm also like, if I'm in a place like, okay, I've seen her, but I'm also late, so I'm not going to like bug myself. That pride, like, we need to take away that pride. We need to engage. Yeah, we need to be kind, really,
to each other.
Exactly, it starts from there.
And you know, some people actually think that if I support her, I'm going to lose. Some people have that belief. But in actual sense, the more you help each other, the more you lend a helping hand to someone, as many people as you can, you actually get more. At least for me, that's how I've felt. Like every time I've, you know, gone out there to help someone, somehow I've felt that the blessings I've got out of it are more, you know? Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
It's been so nice to have you, and
much.
to share with us your story. I hope that young girl out there who's watching and wants to be Rosemary, wants to get on stage and
I hope so
shake
too.
like there's no tomorrow, can be inspired by you. And I'm waiting for that dance school.
Exactly.
Yes. Maybe I'll come and join. It's been a while since I danced, so.
Actually, we have classes at the Sheraton.
Oh, you do?
Wednesdays at 7.
Okay.
And then we have just expanded to the Kisementi, the club, roof club. It's a new space.
Take care, girl.
Thank you.
And be blessed.
Amen. Be blessed too.
Actually, there's a day I went on air, I was crying. Something had just happened. Okay. Yeah. And in the makeup room, that is the last thing we do before we go on air, because you've gone through your...